Happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope you are having a great week. I wish we could say the same for the stock market. It's been a bit of a choppy, rough week. As we're here midweek, the Dow is down about 6 percentage points from the beginning of the week. And why is it down? It's down because of concerns of COVID, potential future lockdowns, and ultimately a lack of stimulus. Because a mandated lockdown with no additional revenue coming in for businesses can really be a scary sight for the economy, for businesses, and for families. So ultimately what the market's looking for is more money. It wants some indication based on the election. Is there going to be more stimulus? Are there going to be more lockdowns? Are they going to be mandated lockdowns? There's just a lot of uncertainty right now, and as I always say, what does the market dislike the most? Uncertainty. Now this week was supposed to be a really good week, right? Microsoft reported earnings earlier this week. Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Alphabet, the 5 largest publicly traded companies in the United States, were going to report earnings this week. And not only will that tell us about the health of those companies, it will tell us about the health of the broader economy. And the market should perform well because so far earnings in the third quarter have been pretty good. But fear of lockdowns, fear of rising cases in 40 states has caused the market to get a little bit jittery. And so this week, that's what we've seen. Now we're going to still focus on that. We're a week away from an election. We're going to know more here in the next week or 2 or 3. But outside of COVID, stimulus, and the election, there are actually other things going on in the world and in the economy. One interesting note, quickly, required distributions. Used to be the law at 70 and a half, you had to take a certain part of your IRAs out to pay tax. That was changed to 72 earlier this year with the Secure Act. There's a new bill working its way through Congress that would change that age to 75. So you wouldn't have to take a required distribution until 75. And on smaller accounts, you may not have to take any forced distributions whatsoever. So that's something that we're going to be watching for. The IRS announced they index to inflation the tax brackets. So although the percentages don't change, you may see a slight change in the amount of income and what that bracket you'll end up being in. Probably nothing major for most of you to worry about. And the last thing is taxes. We know that as a result of an election, we may see some fairly broad and significant changes in the way the tax code works, how that affects large or high earners and small businesses. Again, in a few weeks, we're going to have a lot more certainty. We're going to know a lot more about the direction that the federal government's going to try to take the economy. Or we may know very little because there may be no change at all. So we're going to wait. We're going to see. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. If not, I hope you make it a great week.